We're in Roma, Texas. We're on the outskirts going towards Rio Grande City on Highway 83. And these little towns are all right together on this Highway 83. It's like one continuous town. So it may be just a few miles from Roma to Rio Grande City, but it may take you 25 minutes, I mean, I think it's like 10 miles or so. But the flavor of Mexico is right here. I mean, we're half a mile from the country of Mexico to the right at the Rio Grande River. And yeah, but I don't see the problems that they're having in other towns or areas along the Texas-Mexico border at this time. As you can see, it looks pretty calm to me. Let's see. Rio Grande City is about 11,000 people. Rio Grande City maybe 15. Roma is 11, 15, I think. And then the sister cities across the river are much larger than Roma. Roma, the sister city is probably 30,000, I think. Doesn't matter. I'm not going over there. So, but something else I'll mention for those of you that plan to travel along Texas borders and go into Mexico driving your vehicle, just remember that the rules are different in Mexico. You need to have an endorsement on your insurance to be sure you're covered in the country of Mexico. Because if you have an accident in Mexico, it is considered a criminal offense. It's not civil, it's criminal. So that's a big difference. And also there's other laws that are different, so you just have to, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And if you can learn a little Spanish or use your translator on your phone, get good at that. That would be a big help. Yeah, if you can just pull out that phone and start translating a conversation, you're good. Because, see, I was just in a grocery store getting a breakfast taco, and, it's all in Spanish. It's frijoles con huevos, and, and then they'll ask you if you want it on a flour tortilla, but flour in Spanish is another. I can't remember. I couldn't remember the word because she asked me if I wanted it on flour tortilla, and the guy behind me said, yeah. I told him yeah, and yeah. So there can be a communication breakdown, but by and large, you will find the Mexican people to be very friendly. Now, the people from Guatemala, Colombia, and other countries south that are coming across, I can't vouch for them at all. But the Mexican people that I have known all my life in Texas, I was born and raised in South Texas, Kennedy, Texas, Kennedy, and a lot of Hispanics there, Mexicans, and so again, it's like any culture. There's always a few bad apples, all right? The gringos are no different. How did we get the name gringos? Oh, there's several stories about that. But by and large, the word gringo is not a compliment, okay? It's like a haole on the island of Hawaii. That basically means a dirty foreigner, and then a gaijin or whatever it is in an Asian country. But it's a nice drive. Just don't be in a hurry, and we'll let this go till I get to a Stripes station, and then we'll go in and get me a diet drink. I've got me a good old breakfast taco, and boy, they make their own tortillas. And does that make a difference? Oh yeah, a homemade flour tortilla is a world of difference from, the factory made. They make them right there at the store, the little grocery store in Roma. They have a good deli. So if you're ever in the area, if you're ever staying at Falcon State Park, be sure and check out the deli at the grocery store in Roma. Yeah, it's right next to a hardware store. It's a big grocery store, and their produce is pretty good. I mean, as far as their prices, I don't know how I would compare them. Yeah, today is a cold day. Right now it shows to be 34 degrees outside. This is January the 16th, 2024 at 9:40 a.m. And yeah, I'm just burning a little daylight here because, I didn't want to just sit in the Class B RV all day long without getting out at all, because even to get out and take a walk, you'd have to bundle up, and even then it would be a little cold. And it's better for me at my age to stay warm and cozy. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going in and out of stores, doing my exercise that way. When I get to Walmart or the HEB, then I'll do some more walking. I've been looking for a thermal blanket. I guess I'm going to have to order one from Amazon and have it delivered to the office at Falcon Lake State Park, because there's not one in Walmart. No, and they got a super Walmart. Yeah, we passed through probably 4 little towns going to Rio Grande City. But I mentioned this in other videos. I'll mention it again. You do not want to be on this road when school is starting or school is getting out for the day, because it is slammed. And if they have an accident, well, like any other highway, you're stuck. But this drive will give you a nice taste of the border, because even though you can't see the signs to read them, they're all mostly in Spanish. A lot of political campaigning stuff in Spanish. And but if you stayed in a border town for a week or so before you went into Mexico, you'd be pretty well acclimated. Because one of the things that will make you feel homesick or alone is not hearing your own language for an extended period of time. I know when I was in Mongolia that, you'd go months without hearing the English language. And yeah. And when you did hear it, you'd search them out just to hear them talk. I mean, I know I'm going a lot less than the speed limit, but I'm in no hurry. I'm going 50, and I think the speed limit is 60. But I'm getting 21.1 miles per gallon right now. How's the trip been so far? I've been on the road living in my Class B for, I guess, 10 days maybe, approximately. And it's again, once you get in the routine of anything, it goes well. I'm in the routine now. If I want to go somewhere, I just unhook and go. And is that an issue? No, not at all. It takes about 5 minutes to unhook the water and electric and stuff. But I just leave everything on the ground. I leave the water hose and the electric thing on the ground, and I unhook this Starlink and just leave it in place so that when I get back, all I have to do is hook it up. I've never had anything stolen doing that. That doesn't mean I may never, but if someone stole the Starlink, all they've got is a plastic square or rectangle, because it's not, they couldn't activate it. There is a way to sell Starlink devices to a buyer. But here's right. This is Rio Grande City right here. The city limit, 15,317. But the city limit sign is way out here. You know, I mean, it's miles to get to HEB yet. There's Gerardo's, and they have these little roadside stops that usually have, you know, fruits and vegetables, but today it's too cold. But it's like that in Mexico. There's a lot of small businesses operating out of the back of a pickup, you know. That sign there says Centro de Ayuda Seguros Medicos, something to do with medicine, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, for me, I've been here several times, and I feel quite comfortable. I know some people might feel uneasy because of the media slamming the border and all the politics going on. Man, you got to learn to get over that. It's just like, you know, we had some cold weather come in. They call it an Arctic blast. You hear me? It's not a norther anymore. It's an Arctic blast. Jesus Christ, get out of here, man. I mean, give people a break. But is that going to get any better? I doubt it. Gasoline, I got gasoline at Walmart. I think it was like $2.59 for regular unleaded. But I plan to do some day trips just to get out and drive around, because it does add a little flavor to the trip. It certainly doesn't cost much. For me to drive to Rio Grande City and back to the campground at Falcon Lake State Park is about maybe two and a half gallons, which is about $7.50. Is that going to break me if I do that 2 or 3 times a week? No, it ain't. So it's 33 degrees, winds out of the north. It's a pretty good breeze too. I just hope my place at Fort Clark Springs is going to weather this cold weather. I mean, I covered the outside spigots with an insulated cover, and the inside, I don't see how, even though it's going to be outside in the 20s, the inside should stay around 35 or 40 anyway. Yeah, I'm going to stop at this gas station here, get me a Diet Dr. Pepper, just what I need, right? But it's fun, you know, these little things are treats for me, and why not? Yeah, refills are 99 cents. Okay, here we go. Turn it here. This place is always busy. Well, it shows 256 for regular unleaded here. And the good thing about this gas station going this direction toward Rio Grande City, it's easy to get in and out of. And what I'll do is I'll put myself in a position up here to get out real easy, you see. Anyway, guys, from on the road to Rio Grande City on, I'm not sure what day of the week this is, Tuesday morning, I guess. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. Use the Amazon link, it helps. And, you know, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Easy peasy and all free. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.